So it was a much stronger, much more better, powerful console. It was faster, and so to just showcase how fast and powerful it truly was, that's why they made Sonic, like, his whole thing be about but that's why they made Sonic all about his gameplay be all about speed, because it was like the perfect way to show just how good, just how powerful their Genesis was. And I mean, it worked. I mean, just look at the way this game plays compared to Mario, which I think at that time the Mario game was Super Mario 3? Super Mario World? I don't know. All I know is it's the one that introduced the Tanuki suit and the feather. But actually, I guess that is a Tanuki suit, isn't it? I don't know. I just remember it's that one. And yeah, this game honestly just looks, graphics-wise, looks way better. The frame rate run is better. And obviously, this game is able to render a lot of things pretty quickly. You could just see it in Sonic's speed, like when he runs. So right now, like this stage, Marble Zone, it's supposed to be a much slower stage, so you're not gonna see Sonic be able to run at his max capacity. But when I do get to the levels where it's more about speed, you'll see just how fast. Obviously now by today's standards, it doesn't look that fast because consoles, oh my god, consoles have gotten way better and they're much faster. So clearly, like, we're not used to it. So yeah, that's but at the time, back in the 90s, this really was supposed to be like amazing. And that's a little bit of insight into Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not gonna be able to get into the special ring. Damn it, or in the special stage. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely not getting in there now. Well, damn it, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was talking about. And yeah, it was amazing. This game basically did put Sega on the market, and it sold a lot more than the Mario games at the time. And it was really this game and its sequels that basically allowed Sega to dethrone Nintendo and give Sega a lead in the console wars of the 90s. So it really did show that, you know, Nintendo did have some stiff competition, because before Sonic and before even Sega began making video games, Nintendo was just a powerhouse. They were like really the only ones. They're really the only ones who were making. Yeah, they were really the only ones making video games at the time, and they were really good video games. You had classics like obviously Mario, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, all those classics. So there were other. Actually, I don't even think there were other game companies at that time. It was just Nintendo. And you gotta remember, Nintendo was the company that saved video games from the video game. Was it the video game crash of like the 70s? So yeah, it really is thanks to Nintendo that video games are as popular as they are today, because if it wasn't for Nintendo, video games would have just been nothing but a passing fad, or a fad of its time. So yeah, thank you. I will give Nintendo props for that. They do deserve it. Oh my god, I lost all my rings. Okay. So I guess I can talk a little bit about I guess I should go into this game now that I pretty much cleared like the origins of Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm trying to get 50 rings by the end of the stage, because that's how you get that big ring at the end that you saw at the end of both acts of Green Hill Zone. And I need those rings to get into the special stage so I can collect the Chaos Emeralds to basically unlock the good ending of this game. So yeah, you need to basically reach the end with 50 rings, and I mean it's a little tedious. Sonic games tend to have like special stages, and that's in the games that tends to be how you get the Chaos Emeralds, which you often need to get like to unlock like the true ending of many of the Sonic games. And with each game they have different ways of approaching the special stages, but I gotta say Sonic the Hedgehog, this one, I'm not really a huge fan of how they handled the special stages. I mean, I get it was their first one, but it's just kind of like not that fun. It's just like you really have to be careful with how you approach the level. There's enemy placements everywhere and like a lot of hazards. Taking damage once causes you to lose all your rings, which is pretty annoying, but that's just how it is. And then you need the rings to stay alive, so as long as you have rings you can keep taking damage, but once you have no rings and you take damage then you instantly die, so that's a bummer. Collecting 100 rings gets you an extra life, that's like standard stuff. I mean that's how Mario's like that too, where you get 100 coins and you get an extra life. So I was barely able to get a little bit over 50 rings for this stage, so hopefully I can do it. And that's another thing, I hate just the layout of the special stages in this game, because they're all just this annoying like maze. And you have like little control over the maze, or you have no control over the maze. The only thing you can control is, so like those R circles, they basically rotate the direction of the maze. So right now, like, you know, the maze is going it's going clockwise. If I were to hit the R again, it'll go counterclockwise. Kinda, you know, screws you over a little bit, but whatever. And then there's those like lollipop looking things. Those are just really platforms, but these ones that have the up and down, so they basically control the speed at which the maze rotates. So hitting an up one will basically increase the speed of the rotation, whereas hitting down will decrease the speed. Now obviously having the thing rotate very slowly is what you want. It's beneficial. And it's just a matter of navigating through the stage just so you can find the Chaos Emerald and get it. The rings, honestly, the rings are just there, so like I think if you collect 50 in the special stage, you get a continue. So a continue, for those who probably don't know, who never played the game from the 90s. So back then, there were no save files or anything like that. You would have a live system. And once you run out of lives, you would get a game over and you would have to start the game all over again. But continues basically just prevent that from happening. So it's kind of like you get another chance. So if you want to do well in this game, you want to try to stockpile as many lives and continues as you can. That way you don't have to restart. I have no idea why I have to go over there, or why I'm even bothering to go over there. So there's that. Yeah, unfortunately, there's only 6 Chaos Emeralds in this game. I already have 3 of them. But you're so limited to, you have like I think you only have like a total of 10 attempts, if I'm correct. You have 10 tries to get the Chaos Emeralds. Once you once you pass that 10th try, yeah, you're screwed. There's no way you can get the Chaos Emeralds anymore. Because, so there's you get the special ring, or the special stage ring at the end of every act if you have 50 rings, but each zone has 3 acts. But you don't actually get the special there is no special ring at the end of a zone's act 3, because that's the boss. That's where you fight the boss. And yeah, clearly since there's a boss, for some reason you just don't get access to the special ring stage. So in reality, you can only get the special ring, the special stage rings at the end of every zone's first 2 acts. And there's a total of 6 different zones in this game. And just to make life harder for all the players, Sega decided to not put any of the special stage any of the special stage rings at the end of they decided not to put any special stage rings at the end of any of the acts in the final zone. So you can do the math. So you can only access it through the first 2 acts of every zone. There's a total of 6, but since you get none in the 6th one, that's 5. So 2 times 5, that's 10. You only get 10 tries. So I already got 3. Oh, what the? I didn't know there were spikes there. So I already have 3. I'm already halfway there. And in terms of special, like, opportunities to enter the special stage, I've already, like, used up 4. So that means I have a total of 6 more. So I gotta try. So far, luckily, I haven't failed any single of the special stage zones. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention of the special stage zones. So you can actually end up failing them. I'm not sure if you saw, but in the corners of the labyrinth, or the maze, or whatever you want to call it, there are like little like glowing circles with gold written on them. Once you touch those, it basically ejects you from the special stage zone without the emerald. So that's why if you saw me like in the first one, I got a little scared when I ended up in there. it was because that means I was about to get ejected, but luckily it didn't count, or like the game decided like, oh yeah, I wasn't really there, or probably didn't read it fast enough. I don't know, whatever the reasoning is, but I got lucky. Alright, finally we made it out. Oh my god. Yeah, this game, like the difficulty curve from like the first stage, from the first zone to the second one, you can see it kind of got a little more difficult this time around. But I do like the aesthetic of this zone, like ancient ruins with lava all over. I mean, every game needs to have its lava zone, you know? And here we are with the rematch with Dr. Robotnik, Sonic's arch nemesis. Oh, I better not die. Yeah, Dr. Eggman is basically the... He's basically he's a Bowser to Mario's